Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video tutorial. This will be section 2 of chapter 6 and we will be dealing with a very important variation in the central cannon versus greenhouse defense opening system. Again, I would like to take the opportunity to thank Master Xiangqi and Grandmaster Zhang for allowing me to use their work to make this video. So without further ado, let us begin. Central cannon. Both colors develop their chariots as a foul chariot, greenhouse defense, the P3+1 variation. Black counters likewise, and red goes for the edge horse. And black immediately plays P1+1 to limit the development of this horse, and also you usually be prepared to play P1+1 to trade pawns and allow for development of the chariot to the cross riverbank rank. This move is very widely utilized, especially in this opening system. Now in this board, in the previous section, red will play C8+4 for the pawn rank cannon, but in this board, red will go for C8 equals to 7 for the 5-7 cannons, and by making this move, red would now target the black horse in the same file. Now this opening became hugely popular in the 1990s and has become a mainstream variation ever since, and it can be seen in every major tournament and it's very complex and complicated. Now the idea behind red playing C8 equals to 7 is to allow black to play H3+2 for the external rib horse to prevent the development of the chariot as a foul chariot. But in doing so, when the horse leaves this original position to move to the riverbank, black's center will become weakened, and red would then develop his chariot as a rank chariot for attack. So this is red's intentions behind this move. Now of course, black cannot allow the chariot to be developed as a foul chariot. Otherwise, both chariots would now be very powerful. So red goes ahead with his plans, H9 plus R9+1, and this will become the position of discussion for this entire section. In today's board, in the first board 52, black will play P1+1. As mentioned earlier, after trading pawns, the black chariot will gain immediate development. Now this is a very open method of play. Red can only accept, and red will usually play R2+4 to protect the pawn in this manner and also prevent black from forming a blockade. Now we come to the position of discussion for this spot. Black will play E7+5 for defense as he solidifies his central file. Now faced with this move, red would have two major variations to counter. The first would be R9 equals to 6, the second would be R9 equals to 4. So let us go to variation A, R9 equals to 6. Now the situation on the board now is very complicated. This horse can do many things, the cannon likewise, etc. So in this board, C2 equals to 1 was discussed. Black traverses the cannon to threaten the horse, and this move would help will allow black to control the riverbank rank at this point. Now if he chose to play A6+5 to prevent the chariot from attacking, red would simply move his cannon one step backwards. Now this is a prophylactic move in preparation for black's H2+1. So black would offer a trade of chariots, because after trading away the chariot, the black chariot can attack the pawn to attack the cannon. But red will have to protect the pawn in this manner, and black has to make this move because this intersection, and also this intersection were already guarded by red's men, and red was now prepared to play C7 equals to 9, which is why he retreated the cannon earlier over here as a prophylactic move, and also in preparation for to counter attack. Sorry. So after black gave up the cross riverbank rank, the red will be able to move his horse to the riverbank for attack, and red will have the initiative as he will now be prepared to storm to capture the central pawn and storm the central file. And also the cannon is also targeting the elephant over here, so there will be a threat of a checkmate. So that is why a6 plus 5 is not a good idea. Instead, c2 equals to 1 would be better. 6 equals to 7. Red immediately goes to work and starts his attack, moving the chariot over here to block the elephants. So black will now play a6 plus 5, and in this manner red would threaten the horse. Black will protect the horse in this manner, and at this point in time red will make a very interesting move of p3 plus 1. With p3 plus 1, the pawn will now be threatening the cannon, and the cannon cannot protect the horse. Now if red tried to play safe with a4 plus 5, black will be given a chance to trade material, and this will be a calm situation. He will not have to worry. He will not have to worry about the chariot capturing the horse at this point in time. After trading chariots, red will still be able to have control over the situation. So p3 plus 1 is a very nice move after trading chariots. So at this point in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, and black will push p7 plus 1 so that the cannon will not threaten the chariot, forcing the chariot back. And after trading material, black would have used a pseudo sacrifice, and this would be basically an even situation. And this would bring us to the end of variation A. Now in variation B, instead of r9 equals to 6, black doubles down his effort on this flank with r9 equals to 4. Now this is a slightly more complicated position. Now with r9 equals to 4, one of the advantages is that the red horse can now charge to the riverbank as it is protected by the chariot. So black would play a6 plus 5 to consolidate his defense. Now this will be a very complicated position. Now if black did not play a6 plus 5, instead if he tried to play h1 plus 4 to try to attack, it will offer a trade of chariots. If black continued to attack, black could make this very brilliant move of a pseudo sacrifice with k5 equals to 4. So black would not dare to capture the cannon, otherwise the chariot would be trapped. It cannot capture because the horse will guard the pawn. It cannot advance, the horse will also be over here. So black would lose the chariot in the game. So that is why r1 equals to 4 is not feasible, because capturing the cannon is not a possibility. What about p3 plus 1? The idea behind this move is to allow the black horse to be developed over here. Red would simply capture the pawn, h2 plus 3. Black offers a trade of material instead, but red would not be in a hurry to trade material. Instead, he would make this move and force black's stance. H3 plus 1. After trading material, the elephant will be guarding the cannon, but black will lose the elephant in the process. So why did red want to keep this cannon on this file? That is because he would now have the opportunity to play c7 plus 3 to capture and gain material. So red would have an easy time ahead. But red would have to worry about the attack on this flank by by black. So p3 plus 1 is also not feasible. What about a4 plus 5? a4 plus 5 will appear to be okay because after moving the elephant, the threat of a smothered cannon checkmate will be no more. However, red could play c4 plus 3 to dislodge this pesky black chariot. And black would play r1 plus 1, but in doing so, black will now go full steam ahead for attack. And after trading pawns, the chariot and the cannon over here will now be a very powerful combination, targeting the elephant and black's right flank in the process. So that is why a4 plus 5 is also not feasible. And the best move would be a6 plus 5 in this situation. Now this is a firm and steadfast counter, waiting for red to reveal how his intentions or how he would attack. So usually red will continue with r4 plus 5. Now this is red's way of trying to keep things very complicated. It is also a powerful attack because now two chariots will be attacking this flank. What about playing r4 plus 3 at this point? Now, if r4 plus 3 were played, black would simply trade chariots and offer another trade of material. If red refuses, after capturing, the cannons will now be linked, so the threat of losing this cannon will be no more. And although red will gain a central cannon, these two cannons will still be able to fend off the red chariot for the time being, and instead black will now be able to play r6 plus 6 to target the pawn at this point, and red would lose tempo in the process. So that is why r4 plus 3 is not as good as r4 plus 5. What about immediately retreating the cannon? Now the idea behind this move was to play c7 equals to 9 to threaten the black chariot. It can also move across over here to attack if the opportunity arises. So black will offer a trade of material, and after trading chariots, e3 plus 1 will protect this very important pawn to prevent the chariot from capturing. Black will play h8 plus 7 to protect the central pawn again, and it will be an even situation for both colors. So c7 minus 1 is also okay, but can be considered to be a little bit soft. So with r4 plus 5, red goes on attack, and black will counter attack with h2 plus 1 to threaten the cannon. c7 minus 1, c2 plus 5. So this was black's intentions all along. So at this point in time, 1, 2, 3 pieces attacking this flank, with red would focus his attention over here. So this move would slowly force red's defensive position to become degenerate. Now, if black tried to play c2 plus 3, trying to hope to make some mischief, this is a bad idea because red can counter with p5 plus 1, retreat, but red would have r4 plus 2, which is a very beautiful move. Plus 2, and black would still be pinning these two pieces over here. The black's pieces, after making so many moves to be positioned over here, would now become a useless entity. So the red would have the initiative and be attacking. So c2 plus 3 is not viable. c2 plus 5 would be much more powerful, attacking the horse. Red will retreat to force a trade of chariots. If black captured, the horse will be developed. So that is why p3 plus 1 is usually played, because if black accepted the trade, h3 plus 4, again black's formation is very awkward, and red will be prepared to capture the central pawn at any time now. So P3 plus 1, Red, Red will retreat his central cannon to prevent his horse from being attacked, and P3 plus 1. So at this point in time, the situation will be very complicated. Both colors would be pestering each other, and they will have their scruples. Now, one thing to note about this opening formation is that once P1 once P1 plus 1 was played, and after trading pawns, the black chariot will become a major issue on the board, a major headache for red. And in variation A, R9 equals to 6, it will appear that the final situation will become very calm. The chances of a draw would be rather high, and black will still be able to put up a position to fight. Now in variation B, R9 equals to 4 will lead to many complicated situations, and this variation is still very commonly seen and is still under study, and there are still many possibilities. Comparatively, this would lead to a more complicated position, and the level of the demand on the player's skill is very high. Now, again, please do memorize at least some of the moves or variations, because this is a very commonly seen variation in major national tournaments, and it is if you understand them, you will be able to understand the play much more clearly. In fact, in the recent 2023 Asian Games, in the championship match between Grandmaster Zhao Xinxin and Grandmaster Zheng Weitong, they used a similar variation from this opening system. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. If you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.